Hey there, a very good morning. It is as usual again back from FX Kampala. Well, in our video today, we're going to be looking at a very easy Forex trading strategy that is going to help us ideally be in position to know when to buy, when to sell, specifically with the help of liquidity. In other words, we're going to be using this simple Forex trading strategy, as you're going to see, to help us know when to buy, when to sell with the help of liquidity. First of all, for those that don't know what liquidity is, we're going to have an answer in this video. So specifically with this video, we're going to be using liquidity, that is one, and with that we shall be in position to use the buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity to determine our entries with the help of order blocks, and then with which we will definitely know how to buy, how to sell. So in this very video, I'll have an illustration of what the strategy is going to be like. And then after that, we shall go on the real life market example and see from our platform, we see how we can probably have the very setup with the help of the indicator as we're going to see. So once we come to this particular strategy, if you haven't subscribed, please do such that you enjoy the content that we do release, not only on YouTube, but also on other various social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and a lot more. Just type in FX Kampala, or you can visit our website, that is fxkampala.com, www.fxkampala.com. So without any wastage of time, or with the interest of time on this particular video, this strategy of ours is going to work like this. So now, without any hesitation, allow me get directly onto my PC, happen to show you the illustration of what we're going to be probably seeing and what we shall be doing. So with this strategy, first and foremost, the strategy works with the 15 minutes time frame. It works with only currency pairs, and it works with all currency pairs. So I don't expect you to trade this if you're probably trading gold, if you're trading any other instrument. So it's mainly effective if you're trading particular currencies. So after that, we expect now with this to have the buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Now, this is something that you shouldn't be worried of, because with this within this video, I'll share with you an indicator that is on TradingView, with which it can help you spot the buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. After that, because of course liquidity can be defined as the amount of money within a particular market, or it can be defined as the number of orders at a particular section probably waited to be executed. Now, after knowing that, we have two types of liquidity. We have the buy side liquidity and we have the sell side liquidity. The one that is usually up, as you can see very labeled, is called buy side liquidity, and the one that is below here is called the sell side liquidity. Now we wait for the market to come wherever it is. Like for this very illustration, we're waiting for the market to come, hit our sell side liquidity, and then makes an impulsive move. Usually we call this we call it usually as a manipulation move. So when it makes a manipulation move, we draft what we call as our order block at this particular point. So what we see this side can eventually also happen on the other point up, that is if we are on the buy side liquidity. So with this illustration that I'm giving to you, it's mainly effective with the sell side liquidity. So after this impulsive move, the market will not go. Okay. Now, what leads or what brings this order block? It's the involvement of the smart money or the institutions that are trading at this point. So they will usually manipulate you and tell you that at this point we're going to buy. So usually those people that are in very smaller time frames, they think that it's now high time for buy. And once they buy here, eventually the market comes down. So once it comes down, it now makes sure that it grounds very well the order block at this particular point. So with this, at the bounce of the order block, this is now when we look forward to put our entry point. So with this particular point, we shall make sure that we put our buy order at this particular point, and then our stop loss order should be slightly below this order block. So this impulsive move that comes here, it's the one that signifies or tells us the thickness of the order block, of how it will be. So your job is to wait for this market. That's why when we are trading this strategy, we usually work with limit orders. That is the buy limit and sell limit all the time. And then at some scenarios, at some cases, you also happen to use stop orders. That is the buy stop and the sell stop. However, so your job here is to make sure that you define or you come at the right point where now the market bounces off this order block. So if it bounces here, then we look forward for an opportunity to buy at this particular point. And our take profit as we're entering should not exceed this point up here, which is the buy side liquidity. So we should be within parameters of the buy side liquidity. Now with that, within our time frame of 15 minutes and made sure that we in currency pairs, then we definitely going to put our order. So with the interest of time, allow me go to the real market life example to happen to show you and see what happens there. So this is what I've basically just been explaining to you. So at first we have what we call as our buy side liquidity, which is this blue line. And then we have our sell side liquidity, which is this red line. For those that are out there asking, how do we in position to identify these liquidity levels? Now, here is a secret. We're going to be using this particular indicator. On your trading view, now this is what we're going to be. This is what we're going to be doing. We shall make sure that we have our setups on trading view, and then afterwards, eventually transfer the logins, rather transfer the entry, the sell stop and the take profit in our MT4, MT5, because we all know it's hardly hard for someone to trade on trading view while in Africa, except with a few countries rather. So with this, we're going to make sure that we define our entries from this side and then go to MT4 and enter. Now, this indicator, I'm not going to find it on MT4, you rather find it in trading view. So finding this on trading view, the indicator or the secret indicator that we're going to use is called, just come to indicators here on your trading view and select this indicator. It's called liquidity levels, MTF Solana Lab. Oh, okay, Solana Lab. Put it there. Once you put it there, it will be in position to spot for you easily these liquidity levels. So you don't need to define them. So this is the illustration I was showing you. So wait for the market to come out, to come all the way from the buy side liquidity. So once it reaches here, it will always make this move, okay, which we call the manipulation move, and then eventually tests back. So this point here, okay, the lowest point here is what now we can that can help us define or put what we call as our order block. So with that, with the help of this tool, allow me draft the order block. So I'll draft my order block at this particular point. And this whole movement that you see is actually being brought up by this order block. So once you definitely happen to see that the market will now be bouncing off the order block and now enter. So our entry point is basically supposed to be at this particular point. So I would come and say, if I was here, I'll put my buy order, make sure that I put my stop loss there, and then put my take profit not exceeding the previous. So with this real life example, you can happily see that the trade would be already in profits because of our strategy. So the strategy works in the 15 minutes time frame. It works with all the currency pairs. It works with an indicator called the liquidity level from Solana Lab. And then with those few things, you're in position to trade with this perfectly. And trust me, believe you me, this strategy is going to work out for you. And lastly, that probably I might have forgotten, it's mainly more effective if you are probably trading mainly in kill zones and trading it especially in areas or in times where there are no any fundamentals. So if you find this video interesting, I've shared my contact at the beginning of this video. Don't hesitate to contact us via WhatsApp about anything that is probably hindering you, that is making your life hard trading Forex. We will be in position to help you. Just simply contact us. We'll be in position to help you. So with the interest of time, allow me stop from here. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.